a new game. Worlds Upon the Wind.
We were the masters of our world.
Click to continue. What? Click to continue. That's an accessibility thing from a different game I played yesterday.
Trees bowed to our axes. Beasts and rivers alike ran where we willed. We carved up the earth and took our rightful inheritance.
That sounds like Cope.
The divine favor would not last forever.
Click to continue is a revolutionary game mechanic. You wouldn't think so, but it is. LOL. Right. Although this is the kind of...
Clouds scorched our fields, and winds wailed against our shelters.
Kevin and I were talking about it a little bit yesterday, and he did mention that, like, if I wasn't streaming, would I care? Is it specifically a streamer thing that I want it to click to continue so I can, like, react and stuff? Maybe. Because when the camera goes on, I'm a yapper. But only when the camera goes on.
Back with cunning and miracles to quell the shaking land.
Who gave you those miracles? If not sometimes I'm just not ready. Yeah. Sometimes I get distracted. Sometimes there are other forces in my life going on that I need to, like, wait, am I ready to continue this? And it's not the same as a cutscene. Or maybe it is. But it's not, when it's just like a game introduction.
And in our struggle, we shattered what we treasured most.
That's drastic. That's drastic.
All that remains is 10,000 shards adrift upon the wind.
Hence the name, World Upon the Wind.
Listen to your words, O Enlightened One, and prepared for the end. It inked our names upon a great scroll, shielding us from the shattering.
The Pact.
With our faith rewarded, we set out to reunite the world.
Oh, Enlightened One, your prophecy told us after the shattering we are to put the shards back together, one expedition at a time. Let us begin by rebuilding the Atori Gate. Build a Atori Gate, open gateway. So I need to play mountain, earth. Okay. Brown circle, green square. Drag glyph to essence slot while matching essence with a matching essence to activate the development. So we'll need to... Okay, so... And this is like what we've got in our deck. We've got 5 life... Green is life essence. Stability essence. I like that. Change essence is fire and run. I like how this game is putting together ideas and colors and stuff like that. The green is craft essence. Craft is craft essence. Connection essence is pink. Radiance essence is a blue flower. And spirit essence is the purple triangle. Okay. So, yes. I need to be pretty accurate. My craft. Can I just put it? Okay, in the box made enough sense. We're done with building, but we need to redouble our efforts to open the gateway. Guide us with a sign, O Enlightened One. Redraw your hand once. We are ready to resume preparations now. Let us open the gate to a new shard. A glyph with multiple essences can fill any matching essence slot, but a single glyph can only fill one slot. But if I do the mirror, I'll get the pink one, but I'll need to use the sun card. Provides life or radiance. Oh, it only uses one of them. Because each accumulate is one glyph. But it has 2 essences, but I can only use one of those 2 essences. Got it. It's a little weird to show that when I would not be using... when I'm only using one of those essences. We need enough people to found a settlement when we get to the shard. Let's gather everyone at the gate. Gather expedition. With nurture essence and the mother nurture glyph and the mother glyph. We are exhausted, but you are always with us, O Enlightened One. Grant us one last bit of will to embark. Glyphs have invocations. Hover the glyph to learn more. So this has right-click to cast all the invocations. So rather than playing it on the field, I would right-click to discard. And now I have the water glyph, but this will fill 2 random essence slots in developments. Right-click to cast all the invocations, and hopefully it doesn't have anything like exhaust, so we will still have this card in our deck in the future, unless this is every time we're spending resources, which might be how it goes. We'll see. These are discards. Oh, and now we're seeing draw 2, mirror, pacify 1, bless. So all of our cards did have... a lot of our cards did have invocations. We just weren't looking at them yet. So we're gradually adding the mechanics to it. Very good. So right-click to do the invocation and fill 2. You are now ready to start your first expedition. So I'm guessing we're going to have different scenes like this and be filling out different parts. I could just keep playing the demo and figure it out. Please look kindly as we step out, O Enlightened One. We only need a foothold in this strange new land, just so the others can feel safe when they follow. You have already saved us from the shattering, so I trust that you'll guide us to restore the world. I know you have better things to do than watch our every footstep, but if you nudge us in the right direction, we will handle the rest. I like this so much more than the screenshots. I like the gameplay so much more than the screenshots. Okay. Time to just... and so now here we get the roguelike. Do we want to go to the wasteland where these are our quests, or the mountains where these are our quests? Time to decide how to develop this land. Each site offers several developments, but only one can be active at each level. Activate some developments, then redraw a hand. Okay, so I'm not choosing between the two. I'm distributing all around. But if I go this way, I gain these things and gain access to these things. Okay. Activate some, then redraw a hand. Plain water. I like the roguelike deck builders. I could get the lava-fed forges up and running. Or the sky ropeways. I could do sky ropeways. And the salt flats. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. I'll go to the winding path. And like... oh, I can only choose one at each side. Okay. I didn't know that was the choice I was making. Offer several developments, but only one can be active at each level. I know it said that, but I didn't know what it meant until I did the thing. So we'll do craft the sky ropeway just because that seems really fun. An ingenious system of pulleys and gears powers the skybound palanquins. And then Boneyard or the Salt Flats. Provides productivity and beauty. Hold control for details. And this is road, which provides adventure. Adventure yields thrilling opportunities. Let's, what's the productivity? No, we're going for adventure. Boneyard. Bleached. Remains of beasts whose hooves once thundered here. And then redraw hand. Okay. But I don't have anything to put... I guess that was like an opportunity to choose another one with a secondary... So I could have used this whole hand to do a 2-stage on this side. But I can gain 5 safety. I don't know where that resource is being kept yet. And fill 1. There's nothing to fill. So we'll end our foray. But I did get the 25. I'm pretty sure we did get those extras from activating that card. Insights gained 2. Earned by completing stages. So that was 1 from each side. Okay. Continue. Choose glyph to add. Remove glyph instead. Fill 2, discard 2. The glyphs you choose here stay for the rest of the expedition. Okay. Ones with more essences are usually better, but sometimes the invocations matter more. Pay attention to your essence counts and keep them balanced is important. Sometimes removing a weak glyph is the best choice. So if I view my glyph deck... We have the threes of the circles. So Divine 6 looks good. Oh, and I think that... I noticed that this does have a different border color, so that might be better off. If I hold control... I'm not seeing anything about, like, the border colors or the symbols in the corner. Let's take the Divine 6. See the top 6 glyphs of the draw stack in order, and move any to discard if desired. Seeing them in order is nice. For the next foray, we'll need to fulfill a foray goal of 4 safety and 6 productivity. When selecting a place to settle, pay attention to how much of the goal yield it can provide. Pan the map using the right mouse button or WASD. Thank you for WASD panning. Settings. Animation speed. That animation speed is fine. Vary roof color. Show sediment borders. Classic or accessible icons. I like that. So for the... If you want to use the colored versions, everything is the same... Is of same shapes, but like the icons are more defined. Accessible. The interior is squished, but everything is a unique shape. We'll keep it with that. Controls, pan up. I wanted to see if I could change the pan speed. It's fine. Resume. So we have that location, and we can't see anything else on the map yet. We choose our foray. Oh! I'm literally just putting down, like, attaching this to land. 4 safety and 6 productivity, and this will also expand my range. Scrubland and canyon, mountains and scrubland. Oh, 'cause canyon. 20. But we only need 4 safety and 6 productivity. We're doing fine. Can I do canyon plains? Canyon mountains? Canyon plains. Not a lot of productivity, but a lot of safety. I'm fine with that. Let's start the foray. And so we're seeing what the canyons offer and what the plains offer, and the ones that we need are highlighted. This is your inspiration. So we have new elements being added to the UI as we go as well. Missing 4A goals reduces it. If you run out the inspiration... Oh, and we have 25 out of 25. Even though this is like shaded different colors, it's all good. Wonder how that's gonna... That's not really important. Okay. This will unlock new options. Yields for 4As. Unlock new options later. The suspension bridge has a lot of options. That will start us off strong. But I do need to be mindful of how much earth I'm using. Although, I could invocate with this, and that would get us all the stability we need for the outing. And that would leave me with a lot more options otherwise. I wonder why that's broken. Maybe because I can't do one if I do the others. But I do have a lot of Divine 6. I think I might use this for the moss tapestry. Even though I'm going to need, but like, I could use that, oh, but it's the redrawing part. If I do this, oh, I still have this for doing that. And then if I gain 5, this will meet the needs for that, and this will just like gain 5 because it's good to have. And then redrawing my hand, I start all over. And if I don't have that kind of sucks. Oh, I can fill 1. Divine 1 to the top glyph of the draw stack and move it to discard if desired. But I only have this hand to do my 4A with. Discard 1, draw 1. For the buckwheat fields, and or I could do this and fill 1. So I can use my my fill 1 for basically any follow-up. If I start with this, let's divine 1. What's on top? Mountain. Keep it. So if I discard 1, draw 1, because I think I can get the post road. Discard. Oh, discard at random. Well, luckily it discarded what I wanted it to discard. Huh. So we can Pilgrim's Rest, and then fire and join to go on the post road. A ribbon of hardened earth, smooth by feet, unwilling to weave through the grass. Desire paths! Desire paths! So we got the moss ball nursery, because moss balls are really cute. I mean, like, also that helped us get the elements we needed. Great. Great. So we can end our 4A. Feeling pretty good. Oh, the inspiration, like, if we had failed missing 4A goals. So as we got our 4A goals, it made sure, like, yeah, you're not at risk of losing inspiration. Okay, got it. Quests. I really like this game. Oh. I love how it's weaving its theme and everything together. The file size was huge, but I don't mind. 4A outcome. The settlement is named Oiwake, fork in the road, after its post road. Insights gained +4. Choose a glyph to add. Gain 5... What is that? Knowledge. Gain 5 knowledge. Continue 1. Okay. Fill a random essence slot in development with any filled essence slot. So that will make sure that it's pointing towards what we're already doing. That's kind of nice. It's a nice wild card. Remove a glyph instead. Or we could gain some Radiance Essence. We already have 2, and so there's other ones that I'd rather gain more of. So we'll take the random, the wild card. My heart is full of Enlightened One. Thank you for seeing us through. We are exhausted now, so we're going to rest and get used to our new home. To think, I was actually there. The very first time we stepped back out into the world. Tales of this journey will be told for generations. It won't be me on the next expedition, but I know you'll look after my sisters and brothers, just as you have looked after us. No doubt is left in my heart that soon you will restore the world to its former glory. Beautiful. Finish your first expedition with at least one settlement established. You can finish the expedition. Do that before running out of inspiration. You will get a bonus reward. Let us finish the current expedition. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have any other buttons, so yes. You'll gain 10 bonus insights for returning before its inspiration is exhausted. Kikyojima. Return to Haven. Those are all the things we made along the way. Pilgrim's Nest, Post Road, Mossball Nursery, leaving it behind. I'm sure the settlement there will flourish. Return to Haven. Oh, I've served all my life as your scribe of names, O Enlightened One, but people beg me for a prophet. Inspire in me your will, and I shall carry your commandments to the faithful. In the age before the Shattering, your sacred word came to us through relics. If we are to hear your will once more, we must gather such relics. I only pray that we will be worthy enough to reclaim them. Find a relic by completing events. This is Haven from which we launch our expeditions. It will continue to evolve as we resettle the shards. You can zoom in with the mouse wheel and pan with blaster or the right mouse button. Your insight points are gained during expeditions and will with each established settlement. You can spend insight here to permanently unlock new skills. Skills can provide numerical bonuses or unlock completely new gameplay systems. More skills will be available as you continue the story. Use the gate to launch new expeditions. But, well, let's investigate our skill tree. The inspiration tree. Increase your max by 5 points. I don't think we need to do that yet. This is a newly revealed skill. I'm doing math. We can do a 15 and a 30. Grants insight for every 10 yield points of any type that do not directly progress the foray goals towards forays. That's good. Let's unlock that skill. And like the stamping, the stamping. Events per foray allows one more event to appear during each foray. Let's unlock it. And return. And let's go start to just embark on a new expedition. And so we can go anywhere in this area. We will need 10 foray. Plains, steppe, hills. Small buildings. Can we... Small building plains? Yes. Because I feel like small buildings will give us unique opportunities. But the mountain and the plains is just like pure potential. Oh, is this saying what I can get you relative to your needs? Let's see. 30-10. Start foray. Developments outlined in glimmers will trigger events. Events are little vignettes that can grant powerful glyphs and relics, but can also lead to negative outcomes. So, yes, okay, so we needed 10 fish, and all we can get from this is the small fish. Top toil. Adds 1 toil glyph to the top of a draw stack. Oh! Oh, put that on top of our draw stack. So, I'm going to fire here so we have our minimums met. The first tea. That had a glimmer, I guess. The new tea house is complete. Its doors open to the breeze. An old couple is serving tea to those moving on with the expedition. They usually serve simple green tea with a few snacks and sweets, but maybe this occasion calls for something more elaborate. Make it a proper feast. Focus on simplicity. Arrange it beautifully. We don't have time for this. This is really good. This is really neat. This is really neat. I like how this is just like building. It's doing world building. It's doing storytelling. It's like allowing me the opportunity for role play in the in the mechanics. Make it a proper feast. We'll do what we can to make it a proper feast. Snacks and sweets are preceded by soup and rice. And now we're getting more insight for this. Soup, rice, and grilled skewers. Tea bowls, once emptied, are refilled with beer and rice wine. The ceremony turns into a lively gathering with laughter and seconds for all. Future opportunities have changed. And so that's the glimmery one. For the apiary, which is not necessary, but if I target 2, do I want the toil glyph? Right now I can't achieve the apiary, and I can't necessarily achieve the apiary with that. I can redraw my hand. I can discard 1, draw 1. No, I think I might wind. But if I redraw my hand, I might be able to do like something totally different. Toil would double this. But I would actually be using that to do the thing. That has fire. Let's try to get the pilgrim. I'm gonna try to get the Pilgrim's Rest. Although that would offer me opportunities down here. This like risk opportunity is great. Let's try. There's the apiary, but it's like the smallest upside, but it has the event. No, we'll go for the event. We'll go for the event. By going wind. Good, farewell other opportunities. And you don't offer that, so I'm going to play this into the apiary, and then redraw my hand, and hopefully I can't do the connection, but I can fill 1. And we only have that 1 essence slots available. I'll gain 5. Divining 1 wouldn't do me any good. We'll just fill 1. Have our little apiary event. Pause for play and drink some water. A hum in the air. Oh, apiary. Because bees. Apiary. Okay. I read apiary. I was thinking aviary. If I had thought apiary, I would have gone for it, like, flat out. That would have been like, of course we're doing this. Belated plain water. Oh. Nice and cold. At first, the beekeeper thinks it's a swarm, but more and more bees join in, producing a hum loud enough to wake the locals. One of the older hives is absconding? Wait, what? What do you mean, what older hives is absconding? The hive is running away? It isn't clear what prompted them to leave, but it's too late to stop them. Perhaps the hive had grown too full, or mites had infested their home. Maybe the bees had simply decided they didn't like the scenery. Compose a poem for the occasion. Requirement, at least one glyph. So I don't have these glyphs. No, oh, in your glyph deck. No, we do. So I should be able to try study the empty hive, or set the new hives to set new hives to welcome the swarm. Collect the leftover honey. Let's study the empty hive. The beekeepers inspect the empty hive for damage. There's no sign of mite or other parasites, but they find the cells uncapped and emptied, the wax caps jagged as if chewed through. It appears that this hive has been robbed by bees from another hive. The remaining hives are spread further apart to discourage such unneighborly conduct. New glyph received, bee! Spread life. Or top honey. Because it's not the honey glyph. Add the honey glyph to the top of the draw stack. Yes, we have the bees. Excellent. I think both of these invocations could define one, but I couldn't draw it. Middle class to open the glyph viewer. So we'll just have to end our foray, because I think that we have a new deck next time. I'm gonna invoke anyways. I have another life glyph, and so maybe we'll see if we have the honey or the bee in our deck in the next foray. The settlement is named Nectar Plain after its apiary. Insights gained 2, bonus insight gained +5. Yeah. Choose a glyph to add. Oh, so now I can view my glyph deck. Spirit Bright, Join, and Bee. Yeah, okay. Not restore. Place this glyph on top of the draw stack. Draw. Ooh. Oh, I like quiet. Yeah, let's increase our spirit capabilities. Okay. Choose foray location. And like having the freedom to choose your location, that indicates what's gonna come up. And it is showing the potential for each of the things that we need for the foray. Great. Hills, plains, mountains, plains, plains, steppe. Let's get seashore. Yes, steppe and seashore. Because we do want more fish. Avian Crossroads. That is a big. No, we might be able to get that. I was gonna say it's a big ask, but not really. Because we can, and this will clear out, and so whatever minor thing we do on the seashore, it'll be fine. So, Thistle Fields. And we want to go to the Cricket Choir. Because we have the Avian Crossroads, so, oh, this is avian, not apiary, but still. Okay. Gain 5. let's start with... doing everything we can over here. And I think that using this over here will be absolutely better than just like taking the 5 safety. So we'll do the earth on the bonded rocks, which does leave us open to the Driftwood Shoal event. So redry hand, can we get either of these events? We can get that one. And we might be able to get both. Driftwood Shoals. And fire. Odd driftwood. Over several days, new pieces of driftwood make it to the shoal with an uncanny regularity. These aren't usual planks or branches, though, but solid wood shaped like tools. A mallet with no joints, a sickle with no metal parts. The driftwood gatherers swear they've never seen anything like this before. They say that the sea spirit must be sharing tools with the new neighbors. Throw the pieces back. We can't craft the glyphs, unfortunately. Leave a ceremonial gift in return. I do like that. The settlers leave bowls of rice and a cup of sake on the shore for the tide to claim. The offering is gone by morning. A few days later, a large tree. We got a relic. We got a relic. Okay, a few days later, a large tree branch washes onto the shore. Tucked between the forked twigs are several pre-shattering coins. Relic gained. All landmark transaction costs are reduced by 20%. Beautiful. Legacy event talisman. Choices made during such events have long-term story consequences. Okay. An old monk sits on a narrow straw mat by the shard's edge, watching the cloud seas stretch to the horizon. He has prayed for guidance every morning since he came to this shard. Today, he thinks he hears an answer. The Enlightened One wants the people to carry a small reminder of their purpose. Copperantia's seed pouch. Watching the cloud sea stretch to the horizon. Prayed for guidance every morning since he came to the shard. What does the Enlightened One want these people to carry as a small reminder of their purpose? A seed pouch. Seed pouch. We're going literal. The monk ties a few grains into a small pouch. Carry this pouch as a reminder. You are the seeds of this new world, he hears in his mind. Your ancestors are harvested. Our ancestors harvested what they did not sow. You instead shall sow what you may not harvest. In days to come, pouches will be stitched from the leftover strips of loosely woven cloth, filled with a handful of seeds. Some will put rice grains, others will fill theirs with wildflower seeds. People will carry their pouches at the belt, light enough to forget, obvious enough to make a child ask what it means. Whenever a natural development is activated, restore 1 inspiration. The Enlightened One said, carry this pouch as a reminder. You are the seeds of this new world. Your ancestors harvested what they did not sow. You instead shall show what you may not harvest. I like this. I like the... Oh. The scribe. The relics have spoken. Or perhaps it was our own hearts. I'm not ready to end my foray. I still have cards. Or perhaps it was our own hearts that learned to listen. I see now that your will is not bound in trinkets, but carried by the faithful. The shards are no longer places of ruin. They are lands waiting to live again. Excuse me. And the explorer comes and says, I heard that you're looking for explorers to help on the expeditions. Well, here I am at your service. You have my gratitude for answering the Enlightened One's call. The journey of the faithful shall be arduous. We will need skilled scouts to explore these new lands. You're in luck. That's exactly my specialty. What you call luck is but a sign of divine will. Go now, with the Enlightened One's blessing. New quest, surveying the shards. Surveys happen after every 3 forays. Was that a huh? Okay. So I don't... Problem is that fill 1 could fill in either of these. But I don't have... But if I play this here, it will either finish the Avian Crossroads or the Whale Color Shrine. So let's see what we get. The Whale Color Shrine, which does not have story attached, but it does have fish, knowledge, and beauty. Draw 1, discard 1. Oh, that worked, and we got the bee, and the bee can finish the Avian Crossroads. The bees led us to the birds. So it was discard 1, draw 1. Discard 1, draw 1. So if there's nothing to discard when I'm using the wind, it just draws a card. That's really good to know, and works similar in Slay. Bees! Bees lead us to the birds! The cranes gather in the tall grasses, bowing and calling to each other. They eat their fill of insects and rest, drinking from the shallow steppe pools. Today the town celebrates the bird in a crane festival, an auspicious day for weddings. As the sun is setting, a bride waits for the ceremony to begin. A thin white veil embroidered with cranes covers her hair, falling down her white robes. As she steps beneath the streamers, a gust of wind carries the veil away, depositing it on top of a crane, who probably gets tangled in it. Diffuse the situation, retrieve the veil. Ignore the mishap. I don't think so. I don't know what diffuse the situation will mean. Which one of these means save the crane? That's what I want to know. Let's diffuse the situation. The bride is quick to reassure the guests that the mishap is no cause for concerns. She asks for them to wait in peace, hoping the silence will soothe the trapped creature. The crowd, okay, soothe the trapped creature, yeah, that's good. The crowd watches intently as the bird flaps its wings a few times and takes flight, letting the veil flutter free. The priest in attendance remarks that it is an auspicious omen for the couple's future. Hopefully a good one? We will add bless, spread, ask, dog, or bind. I like spread. Ask is better. I like bind. Ask is better for our distribution. No, it's the same. It's this or that. Doubles all gains of knowledge. The rest of the stage does not stack. I like spread. And this craft. Or dog. Oh, now I'm saying that this is the common uncommon. Okay. And the green ones are uncommon. I'm guessing that this oh no, it says it's a new discovery. That's not a part of the glyph, that's just like what we're seeing. It tells us that what we were seeing is new. We'll go with bind as a reminder that the crane was bound. Continue. Okay, so now there's nothing available now, so we'll end the foray. The settlement is named Togabara, the Thorn Plain, after its thistle fields. 4 insight and 11 bonus insight. And we will add a glyph. Having too many advanced essences may leave you unable to activate desired developments before redrawing. Fair point. And that's just like a tip for the future. And conjure is one that's like, we only have advanced essences. If there was a connection, could remove a glyph. I think divining 2. Based on its advice, divining 2, but I want the uncommon one. Let's see how it goes. And our explore radius has expanded. We'll choose a foray location. Small buildings down here, mountains, plains. Oh, so we're going for a road. Large building, large town, town square. Oh, let's discover what's up here and start the foray. It was kind of pushing me towards that because we need so much road. Okay. Festival grounds. The notice board. It's the notice board event. But we can only do one of these events, I believe. And I can't achieve that. Let's do the notice board and the Adventurers Guild. Because I don't have the pink one to do that. So we'll have to do Stone and Adventurers Guild. So fire here. What's on the notice board in town? Onlookers gawk as a young woman drifts down from the sky, her hand gripping an umbrella. She folds it and taps it against her shoulder. Mary Poppins. Despite her rich dress, she introduces herself as a nun. When questioned about her arrival, she curtly replies, "I never explain anything." She takes one glance at the notice board, then walks to the house of a widowed merchant, accepting a job as his children's tutor. I was kidding. Before the sun sets, she decides to take the children on an outing. Take them to the wilderness. Take them to the mountains. Take them through the town. No, let the nun take them to the wilderness. The nun takes the children away from the town and makes them contemplate the trees for hours. The trip repeats daily. The children kneel on the ground, learning to calm their minds, letting the racing thoughts pass like leaves floating down the stream. She makes them chop wood and carry water until they are too tired to get in trouble. One day, her lessons delivered, she leaves. The wind has changed, she says. Okay. Notice board done. We'll start with mountain just because that's what we need. And then we need to fulfill... We're going to redraw our hand. We can top... Toil. That... We'll need to do that. I don't know if divining... Oh. Move it to the discard if desired. So yes, let's invoke this. B's next, we'll keep it. So then we can do this glyph here, top this, and so when I redraw, I will have both the Toil Despair I need for this, and the B I need for that. Great. So let's take care of those. Right. Oh, or do I want to use the... Oh. This is the only fire, so we'll use the fire. Take care of that. And now... we can do this. And I'm going to check these invocations to see which one I want. Duplicate a random glyph in your hand that has the life essence, and like... that wouldn't do anything. Top the honey, we don't have any way to draw it to use it. So, spread. Duplicate a random glyph in your hand that has the connection essence. Ah, yeah, if we do that. Oh, but I don't have any way to draw the honey. So, we'll just play the bees for the Adventurers Guild. We'll spread it anyway. We just got another life, and then we don't have anything to do with those. So we can end our foray, and therefore our expedition. The common eating seed. Tomojikiza. Only 6 bonus insight, but we had some excellent stuff going on. And it's like, why does it matter if we're doing this? Lock, draw 1, stability is good. Place this glyph on the top of the draw stack. That's also basically lock. Law is better, but we're done. Done with the expedition? After 3 forays, a survey team will go out and map the region of the Shard. They will have to deal with a variety of encounters, both challenges and opportunities. You can choose to end their trip at any time. Okay, so this is like, since we did 3 forays, we get another little cutscene about what happens with these explorers, with these settlers. You can choose to end their trip at any time, but the further you advance, the more of the map you will reveal. Which will be more useful. 14 possible encounters, which will be more useful when we have further settlements to endeavors. But we'll do this. We'll we'll try to map this lake. Start the survey. The survey team follow an old path into the bamboo grove. Okay, we're using our deck again. For it only to become fainter and fainter until they find themselves lost among the stalks. Universal essence slot, it will keep any kind of essence. Backtrack to the edge. Requires 10 adventure. Cut a straight path. The outcome is unknown. Navigate by canopy. Or backtrack to the edge. Navigate by canopy. That sounds interesting. By carefully observing which way the stalks lean, the scouts figure out the sunniest direction and manage to find their way out. Oh, and this is 2 out of 4. The bitter water. The scouts have been rushing water for days. They finally reach a stream so clear that every stone beneath the water is visible. 3 thirsty travelers rush ahead of the group, dipping their vessels into the water, flowing water, taking a drink. They immediately spit it out. The water is unbearably bitter. Some suspect that the stream has been cursed by spirits. Others worry that it was contaminated upstream. Boil the water. Let's search upstream or downstream. Let's go upstream. And use... I want to say that we'll use our spirit because we've got... Oh, I can still do the thing. Because we still have all the glyphs there. Let's search upstream. A small party walks towards the stream's source. They discover a mineral spring gushing from a pale rock into the main water source. They confirm to be the source of the bitterness and mark that point on the map. Continue. Yay, productive. The tigers. The tigers. The scouts begin to notice an unusual silence in the air. The birds and insects have suddenly grown quiet. As they press forward, a tigress emerges through the tall trees with 3 nearly grown cubs behind her. She growls, watching the surveyors intently. Throw provisions at the tigers. Light a torch. Is this because... No, I think it would have, light a torch, watch the tiger's behavior. I would if I could. Run away. Let's provision them. No, I want the bees. We're gonna hold on to that. We have 15 food and we didn't need that for the thing. So... Oh yeah, and watch the tiger's behavior is not an option with this. With this glyph, I could put it in light a torch or... throw provisions. One of the scouts removes some food from his pack and hurls it towards the tiger's feet. The cubs step forward, sniffing to investigate. Just lose the 15 food. The group slowly retreats. The tigress follows them for a distance, waiting for more food, but eventually gives up, returning to her cubs. A mudslide. A recent landslide has deposited a massive pile of loose earth and uprooted shrubbery across the pass. The mud has already settled, but it's still a major obstacle. Can't clear the path. Oh, we can redraw. Can scramble over the top, build a causeway. Let's put a bee on top. Oh, let's put honey on top. And redraw our hand. Can't build a causeway. We have the adventure to scramble over the top. Oh, let's scramble over the top of the mudslide. Plain water time. We can't clear the path. That's fine. The bear. If we use the honey card, we get the bear. I should put a bear in my deck. Let's get it. Yeah, especially because we're getting the 10 food back from the tigers. Block one, draw one. I'm telling. I showed Kevin the tiger. When found honey to replace lost flies. Okay. We're going to scramble over the top. But first, let's draw one. Ah, I drew the bear! I drew the bear! I'm not gonna. I got the bear came to me. Draw once and then store. Oh, we can build it. Yeah, we can build the causeway. That's cool. That's what I want to do. Conjure music. Use the flute to conjure music. Build a causeway over the mudslide. It's the safest way to do it. The surveyors lay logs of the mud and pack gaps with smaller branches, and we got a bunch of safety. Excellent. Yeah, we got a bunch of safety rather than risking our adventure. They get across safely, and the causeway will help the rest of the expedition once they catch up. End survey. And normally I would be able to... the honey lured bears to me. I thought we were, oh, cool. I thought we only had, 3 forays, but I guess when we added the 4th, now we get 4? And now this has opened up more. So let's choose a foray location. Choose the foray location. We need 20. I thought I saw Seashore 25. Must settle on dry land. Invalid location. Up in the mountains. Too close to settlement. Okay. 25 and 10. That looks like what will provide what we need for it. Let's start the foray. and if we fail, oh, so as much as we fail, avoid losing 20 inspiration because we need 20 adventure. That's why this is colored the way that it is. Got it. Smoldering crater. Oh dear. The vine lattice. Do we have safety we do have safety to spare. Because, like, the vine lattice is our only way forward. Not our only way forward, but, like, there's no way to get more than 10 from the mountains. And how would we, so we'd have to do suspension bridge and cliffside dwellings, both. Which is, like, doable, but we're like, that's a very meager way to do it, so I'm willing to do the vine lattice. And we have what we need. Duplicates a random glyph in your hand that has connection essence, and I don't think bind can duplicate itself. So let's go ahead and just do a little this. This quilt is woven by the moisture seeping through the canyon walls. And then the vine lattice. We have what we need. The foray will be a success. We will lose no inspiration. And we can actually even gain some back. Gain back some safety that was lost. Sure, Divine 1 doesn't matter to me. Let's just go to the Smoldering Crater and not worry about the ice caves. Beautiful though they may be, the Smoldering Crater will offer us plenty of beauty and a little bit of road. One night, the mountain split open with a roar, ash falling like gray snow, and stones tumble down the slopes, glowing in the dark. Villagers flee across the undamaged bridge, leading away from the eruption, but some are still waiting to cross. A burning boulder. Oh, okay. Crashes into the bridge, collapsing and leaving families stranded on the far side. A burning boulder is going to be really hot. Under the burning sky, volunteers spring up from amongst the villagers, a group of strong youngsters claiming to be the best able to help. A group of seniors saying they've already had long lives and should be the ones to take the risk. Search for alternatives. Let the young guide the stranded villagers. Let the elders mount the rescue. I kind of want to search for alternatives. The eldest woman in the settlement claims to remember an old foraging path she had used before the bridge was built. Despite the riskiness of the proposition, yes, the villagers follow her up the slopes. The pathway is narrow, barely visible in the ashy darkness, but the elder seems to know every bend by memory. The group makes it through the other side, and they manage to guide their stranded comrades back to safety. That made me think of, like, me going back to LA and, like, just knowing how to drive certain locations just from, like, the pure familiarity of, like, how many times that I've done it. With the old forager. Okay. And, oh, right, we can redraw hand. I will Divine 1. And discard 1 card. Redraw my hand. So then I don't have, like, a useless card. Draw 1. Will this craft? No, I don't want anything that you will do. Conjure, add to hand. Satisfy 4. None of those will help, I don't think. Draw 1 spirit and store this. Let me draw 1, discard 1 first. Okay, it discards random, drew the life, don't really care. Draw 1 spirit. Do we have anything interesting? Spread, what does continue 1 do? Fills a random essence slots. Not helpful. End the foray. Aokabe, the Azure Well. After its moss tapestry. Didn't gain a ton of insight, but we did still gain some. Your glyph deck has 18 glyphs. Having too many can make it harder to draw really good ones. Consider removing glyphs that have only 1 essence. Sure. But again, aren't we done? Will maybe stand? Nope. How many forays do I get? I'm not mad. I'm just curious. How many forays we get? I am gonna continue because, like, when this is over, it'll be the end of stream. So I hope that your sewing table is put together. Okay. Need lots of food. Mountains, plains, looks, has potential. Mountains. Oh, small buildings. Small buildings. But not a lot of it's half. Okay. I'm still here for another like 10 minutes or so. And I'll be back in a couple hours. I got it, half done. Mountain plains, coming back, speedrun. Small buildings. But I need I need plenty of road. Mountains and plains seems like it'll do. Scrubland and seashore wouldn't have enough food. And that doesn't have enough. Steppe wouldn't help. Go... Wait, I saw... Hills, mountains. Can we do hills, plains? Plains. Plains, steppe. We'll go with plains, mountains. I'm a little bit worried about our inspiration here. But we're strong, we're smart, we can do this. I think we're going to go snow-capped peaks and ice caves. Although if I just do winding path, it won't be an issue. So that needs 3 cards to fulfill it. And it's like Buckwheat Field is just like what you do over here, but I don't have a change essence. And I don't think I have a change earth at a card either. You not. Conjure music doesn't have fire. Draw 1 stability. But again, I need that more than anything. And so it would help to do... Spread. That'll just be water. Do I want another water? But I'll have the bee... Well, I'll have honey later. Let's go for it. Lockdraw 1 is also good, so let's spread life, even though it's just the 1. Lockdraw 1. Oh, choose site to lock. Oh, wait. Well, this isn't. I thought this is not what I expected. I thought that it was okay. None. What? I didn't read the mountains. What did that do? Now I can't do the mountains. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, gain 10. Okay, we can top the bear. Got it. So we won't lose all of our inspiration, just most of it. Oh, I'm a fool. And conjuring that won't do me any good. Because I need... Oh, goodness. Can't... Redraw hand. Does it unlock? Oh, I didn't know. Luckily, we have moving, so we can do the buckwheat fields. The threshing is finished and the grain safety are restored in the granary. The hulls gathered in huge piles. The wind rattles through the piles with a dry, whispering sound. The settler is exhausted from harvest. Complain of backaches, claiming that the straw mats offer little relief from the hard, cold ground of the new world. A seamstress offers to make pillows out of the hulls. They hold their shape, and they breathe. Oh, nice. Straw, okay. The farmers are tempted, but they also compost the hulls to fill the rains fertile, so that will take some effort. Craft it! Spread the hulls on the earthen floors. Sew pillows for the community. The seamstress works late, stitching rough cloth into sacks. The hulls are stuffed inside, creating firm, cool cushions that cradle the head. That night, for the first time, the farmers get a good night's sleep. The soil may be hungry, but the people are rested. Sobagara pillow. Whenever you skip a glyph reward choice, restore 5 inspiration. Sometimes a good night's rest beats 100 cunning plans. Fact. So I wanted... Yeah, we can do the apiary. The kudzu plantation would fill our food need. Would not touch, like, nothing's gonna touch our road need because I'm an idiot. Unless the kudzu plantation would, but I don't want to risk it. Oh wait, what's bless? Doubles all gains of road. Thanks. Lose 8 safety. No, bear. You're gonna work in the apiary. Fill 1? No valid essence slots to fill. The hive's home with hollow stumps. The mountains. The mountains were just too difficult. Disallowed. I lost inspiration. Aww. Sobano, wheat field. After it's buckwheat field. Relics gained. Continue, but inspiration lost. Let's remove... Do I have a void card that I don't like? Divine 1. Conjure spread. I think Divine 1 is a fair loss. Although... dropping the life or water would also make sense. Let's drop life. No more life. Choose a foray location. We want fish and we want food. This seems like it'll be a challenge. Is there any... Okay, small building... Seashore scrubland. We need a lot... I need a higher balance of food. Ooh, I saw... Yeah. Potential yields. Yes, this looks good. I think we can get it all this way. I won't lock a card this time. Lock a location. Should have said none. Learned too much. Fermentation Lodge. We need... to do it sideways. The granary... But how do we get fish over here? There's 2 ways to get fish over here. Let's open the granary. That seems like a pretty good way forward. Use the water. And we'll duplicate... Oh. Oh. Oh no. We'll have to redraw, and hopefully redraw... You don't have any of that stuff, so I actually don't want to use the B that way. Continue 1. Fill a random essence slot with any filled essence. Yes. Let's continue 1. And that will pick one of these for me. But if it goes steamed bun shop, that'll just be disappointing, and it'll put me in a crunch time over there. And fill 1. Fill a random essence. Any random essence. It's a big risk. But I'm going to. And then maybe I can continue from that. Oh, that's just roll the dice. Smoldering gear. That's actually a good option for me. And so we can play you here. And I don't have anywhere for either of you to go, so I'll just continue one. And that'll get me the step. Okay. And so now do I want honey? On top of my deck. Yes. And we didn't get to do it, wouldn't duplicate. Oh, we don't have any more. We might get something. We might have some luck. We do not have luck. Draw one spirit, won't help. Top, toil. And I can skip the draw and draw one. Okay. So we can get that going. And we also have this to gain 10 food. And the bear... I feel like the honey might be... Because we can get the fermentation lodge. Oh, but we need toil to do that. But I don't have to lock anything by drawing that, by doing this. Gain 5 stability. That might be useful in the end. So... we need the toil. And toil is... That's discards. Draw pile. I can't draw toil. Crud. Because that's draw one stability. And that's draw one spirit. And toil does not have spirit. Yeah, nothing's just gonna draw. Lock none. I don't have the work to open the noodle stall. But we're not going to lose all of our inspiration. We'll have a little bit left. I can do steamed bun shop. And gain 5 safety. And I don't think that working towards opening the onsen retreat is going to do anything. The challenge appears. And the foray. Unfortunately. Fushimi! The hidden spring. After its natural hot springs, 6 inspiration lost, but 10 insight gained. Choose a glyph to add. Mirror! Probably could have read more of that. Regional survey. Let's depart down here. In the forest. Let's start our survey. At the odd rock. Not the old rock, the odd rock. The survey team comes upon an odd boulder in the middle of the path. It is unnaturally round and smooth, a little dome rising from the ground. On closer inspection, it appears to have a faint carving in its surface. Mark it with a signpost. Can't dig it up. Like we literally have the knowledge. Ignore the boulder. And I don't want to just redraw my hand already. So, mark with the signpost. The scouts leave a signpost warning the rest of the expedition that the stone is special and deserves further study. Ah, consider their job accomplished, they move on. Continue. The hapless carter. The survey team comes upon a cart stuck before a stream. The settler pulls the cart and The settler pulling the cart has decided to go ahead of the expedition and is now stuck, unable to get the wide cart over the narrow bridge. Take the settler along instead. Okay. We can use the wind and see if we draw anything else. Let's discard draw. We had spare. Didn't get the void. Take the settler along instead. That's the most interesting, other than leaving the settler alone. No, let's take the settler along instead. It's a waste to leave all these supplies behind, but the cart was never going to fit over the bridge. We really lost supplies. Gain some fish. Decides to let it go and join the survey team. At least they'll always have someone around to help. Now. I'm sorry we couldn't carry it over. We did not have the will of it. The Monk of Emptiness. As the survey team is walking through an ancient overgrown road, they spot a figure on the horizon. The figure turns out to be a man wearing a basket as a hat. He introduces himself as a Monk of Emptiness, an order of none of the scouts have heard of before. A few scouts whisper that it must be a trickster taking human form. Let's gain 5 beauty and withdraw our hand. We can invite him along. I'd be cool with that. Ask about his order. I like that one too. Just pick something random. Let's ask about his order. The man explains that theirs is not an order that follows the Enlightened One, but that seeks enlightenment in meditating on the void which they believe, the truer nature of self. In pursuit of their goal, they cover their heads to dull their senses, play haunting music on the flute to block out sounds, and travel unexplored shards to escape human contact. New glyph received, the Nothing. Draw 1, spread spirit. Nice. And finally, we reach a fork in the road. The surveyors are trying to pass over a hill when they reach a fork in the road. There's roads out here? One path looks smooth, well trodden by animals, but goes all the way around the hill. The other is steep, covered with loose stones, but is much more direct. Animal trail. Yeah. Oh, we could search for alternative options. Let's do... no, we'll take the animal trail. Let's see what the options are in the future. Following the long path up takes much of the day, but the scouts get well acquainted with the local fauna. Select a glyph. Manure, dog, insect. Manure. The survey is finished. Gain 5. Top, toil, no. Draw 1. Continue 1, okay, we're done. Survey's done. We already did that once. We get it. Do we just keep doing do we just keep going until we run out, or until we press our luck? I can. Oh, 20. Oh, but it's gonna take 23 road. We need 23 road and 23 fish to do the next one to avoid losing inspiration. So now I understand how the inspiration works. Let's finish the expedition. You'll gain 16 bonus insights for returning before inspiration is exhausted. Okay, let's do that. Iraijima, a tight-knit community. This game is so cool! 81 insights gained! And that's my final deck. Return to Haven. The expedition was a success. The shards are full of new adventures, new places to explore. You have done the Enlightened One a great service. The maps you bring shall serve us well in days to come. Oh, Enlightened One, the shards are ready to receive us. On the next expedition, we shall raise a capital. Oh, with that, the scattering Sailor can begin healing in earnest. Establish the first shard capital after 6 forays. Finish the first convergence. Okay. Yeah, you can view previously resettled world shards here, as well as explore potential shard cultures. Are you learning Japanese? I am not learning Japanese. What is this? Oh. Peer out, see our previous ones. So, I'm gonna BRB, I'm gonna check in with Kevin, and depending on what the situation is, I might do another expedition, and I might end stream. I will let you know. So a quick BRB. Good luck with your table building. Well, you're almost done, but I can play one more run. I can do just one more run. Oh yeah. We can do the we can set up the capital. And Mugen came to say hi as well, because he's a very good boy. Alright, yes, 86 to spend. Now I understand why I want to increase my maximum inspiration. Unlock it. No! No, I can't, I need to do the story needs to continue. Okay, event preview. Replan allows you to reshuffle your glyph deck and draw a new starting hand 1 time per expedition. I can't afford that. Rarity tier of glyphs rewards by 10%. Increase the maximum number of encounters by per survey. Oh, per survey by 2. I do like those surveys. Or play 1 time per expedition. Event preview. Let's go with longer surveys. And we can also preview events. So let's unlock that. And now we might come into the stamping. I still have to organize my shelves and everything. Yeah, I'm interested to see how your sewing space is shaping up. Let's go. We did the skills. And our quest is to establish the first shared capital after 6 forays and finishes the first convergence. The first convergence. A key moment at the end of each phase where you make up for your settlement's shortages. Let's see how that goes, and embark on a new expedition out into the shards. After 6 forays, the phase will end and you will establish a shard capital starting a convergence. End of statement. End of statement. Small buildings, yes. Oh, this is what they mean by see the, the Wu-Tang shard. Desert wasteland. I want to do desert small building. Those are like the events that will be available. Oh, and I can cancel. The Hungry Monk would be new. The first T is one that we've done before. Sandstone and bone research. Let's do it. Let's research some bones. Now we will have to do Kasawa. Well, actually we'll have to do one of these. But we'll do the boneyard over here, so pour water into the wasteland. A young woman has taken to spending all her time at the ancient boneyard out in the wasteland. As soon as she finishes her morning chores, she arrives to... Oh, we don't have 2 spirit glyphs. Because we just started. Got it. Hi, Mugen. I know you want your we'll do... that you are my first priority between streams. Yes, you. As soon as she finishes her morning chores, she arrives to wander among the bones, lost in thought, imagining the great creatures that once walked these lands. She begins sketching the giant bones and fitting fragments together. Before long, the settlers are giving her strange looks and calling her Bone Girl behind her back. Sick advice. I don't know what kind, but we're gonna figure it out. The woman turns to a passing scholar for advice. She is surprised when 5 inspiration lost. When he shows great interest in her sketches and discusses her idea with clear excitement. They spend days studying the bones together before he has to leave. She will one day hear of the great bone scholar who discovered a treasure trove of bones in the wasteland all by himself. Yeah, inspiration lost. Rude. Ugh. So... we don't want underground stores to fill. We're just gonna have to draw a new hand because we gotta get that glyph. But the others should be easy to obtain because we don't have a fire either, and I don't want to hit that by accident, which would end us very quickly. So let's do this. And Divine 1. It's a life. We'll keep it to make sure that we have access to starting that next time. Redraw the hand. Okay, we can't do the cassava farm. Cactus forest. And, yeah, we'll do the cassava farm. We don't want, resources, we want story. The settlement is halfway through the cassava desert, cassava harvest, when the chief priest emerges from the shrine in distress. He has interpreted the color of the sky at dawn and the howling of the winds as a warning. A great sandstorm is coming and the village must pull out every cassava root by sunset. The head farmer disagrees. He has spent his life reading wind, soil, and plant signs. Storm or not, he insists, the cassava is safer left in the ground until it can be processed properly. The settlers are divided. The priest has been right before, but the farmer's experience is what keeps their granaries full. I would trust the head farmer if I could, but we don't have any of the resources available for that. Maybe it's better to hold off on story events until later in your expeditions when you have a fuller deck, I suppose. Well, but like waiting out the storm inside is basically the same. Too frightened to act, the villagers decide to shelter and wait for the storm to pass. No one risks being caught in the open, but the fields are left unprotected. When the dust settles, the cassava roots remain safe underground, but irrigation channels are choked with sand. New glyph received. Fear. Shrink 1 reduces your hand size. Why would I invoke that? Why would I invoke that at all? Oh, because it's a negative glyph. But at least it has the spirit essence, but it doesn't do anything else. Remaining in your hand at the end of a turn are cast automatically. Wait, are invoked automatically? What? Top despair. I'm cursed. I'm cursed. My adventure yield is diminished. Okay. Choose glyph to add. Conjure ground. That's I don't want surname. Maybe this? Basic. Common. Okay, so like the dark brown borders are basic, these are common. Top morning. Inspired. Yeah, inspired you draw one. Let's take this. Not an ideal. Although we are down to 25 inspiration, which we had last time. Excuse me. Okay. Let's foray south. To the town square. River Scrubland, although River Scrubland Town Square, I like that. Grumpy rabbits and multi-purpose mulberries. Okay, can I get that played this turn? No? Because I can't start... Oh, but they're both in this. That sucks. So I think you need 11 and 4. There's only one way to get the road, and it's the sumo ring. Redrawing my hand is my only shot. Wait. Oh, this is redraw hand. I need to get fear out of my deck. Oh. I can afford to lose 4 inspiration. As crummy as that sounds. I might have to do that and risk not hitting one of these two. Alright. Perfect. Love it. Fear. And that just gets it out of my hand. That's all I need. I need it out of my hand. I can continue and get the Incense Workshop at the expense of, Rabbit Warren. I think I will. And then gain... yeah. Sorry, Rabbit Warren, your story will have to wait until later. Gain 5. Life. Redraw hand. Okay. We need the road. We're almost there. We need spirit for the sumo ring. Can't do it. We just can't do it. Because even though I have my draw discard, I would have needed that for this. So, what's the best that we can do that we have on hand? Well... actually, no. That works. Do this. We're gonna lock in for Festival Grounds. I'm gonna draw one, discard one, and right now I have Early, which also has a draw. And I'm hoping to play through that down into the sumo ring. So let's go ahead and invoke the wind. Inspire 2, draw 1, yes. Wait. Yes, okay, gain back the inspiration. Because unless I get the... now we get the divine one. We can take the Stone of Remembrance. That's fine. We don't have enough people to do sumo with the sumo ring. Lose 4. The divine one won't do me anything for me. And there's nowhere to put glyphs anyways. So, end the foray. Omoide Iwa, Remembrance Rock. After its Stone of Remembrance. 4 inspiration lost, but we only lost net 2. Choose a glyph to add +1 rarity. Remove glyph instead. Bye, Fear. Don't want you. Food and fish. Rivers and scrubland. Yes. Mountains and scrubland. I like this one. Start foray. Okay, the mulberry patch would do a lot for us. But it would it gives us an event. Craft toil. But I could progress through. We could do the water wheel and the oil press, which would mean we would need to do. We could get the mulching seed. No, that's actually that's kind of perfect. Fire and this, and then yeah. No, okay, maybe not. We'll have that in a minute. I don't have any more. Oh. I forgot that I needed a connection for that. Free dry hand, and then draw. Inspire 2, draw 1. We didn't get our connection card. Oh. Oh, I have fill 1. Okay. We'll get one of them. Either this or that. This run is not going so well. Gain some safety. Either one of these works. Let's go for more food. More food. From the rice polishing mill. Fill 1. Finish construction. This run is not going well. Oh, I lost 15 Kuramase after it's a water wheel because that's the only thing. I lost 15 inspiration. Oh, I don't know if I should be trusted with any of these glyphs. We'll go with product because more of that would be nice. Regional survey. Let's go. Let's try to get through the wastelands. Let's depart over here. Start survey. The missing rations. When the team stops to have their meal, one of the scouts notices that half of her rice is missing from her pack. After a brief investigation, one of the younger team members admits that he had forgotten to pack his rations and ate hers instead during yesterday's meal. The woman is furious and threatening to beat up the thief. Make the thief carry her pack. Settle for an apology. Compensate for her from others' rations. No. Oh wait, the fish is... This is Harmony? Oh, it's not fish, it's Harmony. Ugh. Let her have revenge. Oh, let's just let her have revenge. Those are rarer. Let her have revenge. The woman lands one kick on the thief's behind as he walks away. This isn't enough to cause damage, but enough to leave a traumatic memory. 6 inspiration lost. I don't care. He deserves it. The surveyors are trudging through the wasteland when they spot a crumbling fort in the distance. By the time they reach it, night has fallen. But my harmony didn't go down. Supporting women's rights and wrongs. Yeah. Crumbling fort in the distance. By the time they reach it, night has fallen. The wind picks up as they draw near, whistling through the cracks in the walls, drowning out the thunder rumbling in the distance. Yeah. Search for treasure, investigate the inner rooms, climb to the keep. The only special one we have access to with the hand that we've got is investigate inner rooms, so let's do this. The scouts explore deep into the fort until they reach the cellar that must have served as a workshop. Minute metal tools are stored on marble shelves, and metal boxes are stacked in the corner, not rusted despite the passage of centuries. Most of the boxes contained little more than dust, but one seems to have been sealed particularly well. It contains sheets of cracked yellow paper with writing in a language unlike any the scouts had seen before. One of the sheets, instead of writing, contains schematics for some sort of complicated machinery. Indecipherable schematics. After gaining 150 knowledge with this relic active, gain 10 max inspiration. But that doesn't refill my lost inspiration. The path ahead. The team has gotten into an argument, trying to decide where to go next. 3 of the scouts disagree, each pointing in a different direction and completely refusing to budge. Appeal to their camaraderie. Resolve it with logic. Leave it up to chance. Let's appeal to their camaraderie. The other scouts convince the arguers that harmony among the team is more important than choosing an optimal path, and eventually 2 of them back down. So one of them does get his way. At the picturesque vista, one of the scouts is struck by the beauty of the valley over which the surveyors are passing. She asks to stay behind to sketch the landscape. Shalon, come on. Promising to catch up as soon as she is done. Wait for her, let the artist catch up, continue on together. Let's redraw the hand. Oh, wait. Have everyone sketch a version. Oh, I love that. Let's activate product. Let's redraw hand. Now's a fine time. I don't think we're gonna come up with anything because we all we have is basic stuff. Let's say continue on together. The team refuses to split up and forges ahead. The artist keeps on grumbling. 5 inspiration lost. The expedition is finished. It's just over, just like that. It's over now. That was short. For a 4. Oh, so bad. Return to Haven. And it's 1:30. It's nearly 1:30. I'm gonna wrap up stream. I'm glad you finished construction, ass. I hope you can find some good music to put on.